Welcome to the Boardroom. For the Christian executive, the C-suite is not merely a place of commerce, it is a battleground of ideologies. Every merger, every hire, and every strategic pivot is a collision between worldly wisdom and divine authority. Today, we are opening the ultimate executive playbook, Matthew chapter 9. We are going to examine the mandate of using your God-given talent and the friction it inevitably creates in the marketplace.
Power in the corporate world is simple. You accumulate capital, you mitigate portfolio risk, you guard your reputation, and you ruthlessly eliminate operational inefficiencies. You do not disrupt the status quo unless it guarantees an immediate spike in shareholder value. Anything else is professional suicide.
True power is not hoarded, it is activated. Matthew chapter 9, verse 8 states, "But when the multitudes saw it, they marveled and glorified God, which had given such power unto men." You possess God-given gifts, talents, and authority. When you activate that power in your industry, your efforts become a profound witness. Men will marvel not at your resume, but at the divine force operating through you.
Activating this power requires motion. Lesson 1 from our text. You must be willing to cross borders. Matthew chapter 9 verse 1 opens with Jesus in motion. And he entered into a ship and passed over and came into his own city. In the business world, fulfilling your calling often means leaving the safe harbor.
Why leave a lucrative executive position? You have equity. You have a corner office. Jumping ship to launch a disruptive venture or moving across the globe to turn around a failing distressed division is an unnecessary gamble. Protect your trajectory.
Comfort is the enemy of calling. Sometimes you have to jump ship and cross borders, both literally and figuratively, to operate in your true jurisdiction of authority. Stepping out in faith requires abandoning the illusion of corporate security to walk in absolute divine certainty.
But be warned, when you step out, the market will criticize you. Lesson 2. Expect and accept persecution. In Matthew chapter 9 verse 34, the established religious leaders look at Christ's results and sneer, claiming he casts out devils through the prince of devils.
Public relations is everything. If the board thinks you are erratic, if industry analysts call you crazy for your unconventional strategies, your stock will plummet. You must bend to the consensus, appease the critics, conform.
If they slandered the ultimate CEO, they will slander you. Do not think it strange when you are persecuted for operating on faith-based principles. They will call you foolish for leaving a prime job, or for sacrificing short-term margins to maintain ethical integrity. Trust the mandate over the mockery. If you move according to your gifts, your works will completely silence the critics.
This leads us to the most uncomfortable reality of spiritual leadership in business. Lesson 3. The calling often demands dirty work. In Matthew chapter 9 verses 10 and 11, the Pharisees watched Jesus eat with tax collectors and sinners and immediately questioned his associations.
Guilt by association is a massive corporate liability. You do not mingle with underperformers. You do not associate your premium brand with tarnished assets or high-risk individuals. Keep your hands clean. Stay in the ivory tower and delegate the mess.
You're wrong. Your calling leads directly to the heart of the problem, and there is always blood at the heart of the issue. Christ did not avoid the margins. He targeted them. What does this look like for the Christian executive? It looks like implementing second-chance hiring programs. It means acquiring a distressed, highly toxic asset because you see the redemptive value within it. It means stepping out of the executive suite to do the grueling, ground-level work alongside your team. You cannot be afraid to get your hands dirty to fulfill your mandate.
Inevitably, this level of disruption causes internal friction. Lesson 4. Defending your methods. In Matthew chapter 9, verse 14, when questioned about why his team didn't fast according to tradition, Jesus responded with the famous parable of the wineskins.
Industry standards exist for a reason. We've always done it this way as a protective mechanism. If you alienate your strategic partners by completely overhauling the operational matrix, you will lose your supply chain.
Actually, you cannot do something unprecedented by doing what was always done. Do not be offended when peers question your ways, and do not regress to appease them. When colleagues ask why you are so different, acknowledge their legacy methods with respect, but stand firm in the reality that new market paradigms and new spiritual outpourings require entirely new vessels.
As you implement these new methods, your capacity for agility will be tested. Lesson 5. Maximizing unexpected opportunities. In Matthew chapter 9, verses 18 through 22, Jesus is interrupted during a meal by a ruler whose daughter is dying. While he is on the way to fix that crisis, a woman with a 12-year hemorrhage touches his garment.
Guard your calendar. Time is money. If an issue is not on the quarterly roadmap, ignore it. Interruption is the death of productivity. Let human resources handle the personal crises. You focus on the EBITDA and the bottom line.
The scripture conflicts with your worldly perspective. Instead, it highlights that divine opportunities do not abide by corporate scheduling. They will present themselves while you are eating, while you are traveling, and while you are conversing. Walk in such immense authority that you can pivot instantly. Jesus didn't schedule a follow-up appointment. He arose and immediately went to the situation. And while solving one crisis, he seamlessly healed another. When a supplier faces a sudden catastrophe or a key employee breaks down during a strategic lunch, you do not pass the buck. You address the business objective and the human soul simultaneously.
When you operate like this, taking the risks, doing the dirty work, innovating the methods, and seizing divine interruptions, the result is undeniable. Lesson 6. The organic growth of your reputation. According to Matthew chapter 9, verse 26, the fame of his work went abroad into all the land.
Excellent. Now monetize that reputation. Leverage the brand equity. Crush the competition and build your empire.
Your reputation is not a tool for ego. It is a beacon for the broken. As you use your power righteously, people will call on you from all over. They will spread the news of a leader who operates with impossible wisdom and radical grace. Your business becomes your ministry. The corporate ladder is no longer something you climb for status. It is a scaffolding you use to build the kingdom. Do not shrink back from the power you have been given. Activate it. The marketplace is waiting to marvel, and ultimately, to glorify your God.
Where do you find the most friction in your own career? Is it defending your methods, doing the dirty work, or sacrificing comfort for your calling? Vote in the community poll right now and tell me your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe and I will see you in the next boardroom debate. And remember to think like a man of action, but always act like a man of thought.